Let's unmute ourselves to get started. Hey everyone, welcome to Mrs. Sassy Sunday Stream. I believe this is episode number 8, and I appreciate y'all coming along with me today. We have some fun things to talk about in the news, people making themselves look like complete assholes. See, I cursed very early on in my stream. That is not going to do anything for me if I try to get monetized in the future. So I have to try to be a little bit less sassy early on in this. So anyway, welcome everybody. I just wanted to let you know that as of tomorrow, yes, please hit the like button. I need you guys to like the like button. It helps. I've been told several times. I was going to do a poll today, but I couldn't think of one that was funny enough, to entice you guys to hit the like button. So just to let you guys know really quick, this will be official starting tomorrow. So Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch will be official tomorrow. I have 1 day left before YouTube will officially let me change it. I've already changed my banner. Of course, this is what my name is on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. I mean, I am, but on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. So I will officially be Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch on my YouTube channel. So look out for that. I'm excited to kind of have my own name, but still be under the Cannoli Sasquatch Productions, which will be good. So let's see. Let's say hello to the chat real quick. Some people were here early. I don't think he's here at the moment, but Zax was here 2 hours before the show, leaving a comment, which I appreciate. Jacob, as always, is here. Hello, sir. And my friend, thank you so much for being here. You always show up every week, and I appreciate you. Dempsey Boom is right. Absolutely, absolutely. And my friend from Hawaii, aloha, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. You're Barmy. Thank you. Hello. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Let's see, who else do we have here? The Gourd King. Good day, sir. Good day. Thank you for coming on by. Oh, I missed Steven. Where was Steven? I saw him in here. All of these comments just kind of roll together, but I thought I saw Steven in here. Where are you, sir? Well, Steven Ransom is here because I saw somebody welcoming him in. I don't know. Sometimes StreamYard is weird. So, like, for instance, I'm streaming right now. Cannoli and I share StreamYard, and it doesn't let me comment anymore directly under the StreamYard. And it doesn't, I don't think it's showing all of my comments. I don't know. Anyway, well, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you. Oh, there you are. That's okay. I thought I saw you, but then somebody said hi and then I couldn't find your comment. So thank you always for being so supportive. I appreciate you. So we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Just the normal chaos that is our lives now. I mean, I don't think we could go a single day without all of this chaos in the world. So I have a couple of fun things that I wanted to talk about today. Okay, so the thumbnail, listen, Cardi B didn't do anything too tremendously bad. I think she's fine. But certain faces on thumbnails are exciting. And that thumbnail was, of course, Vex's idea. If you guys missed our show on this channel the other night, our monthly podcast, Truly the Female Perspective with myself, Vex Electronica, and Shiro. That thumbnail was rather disgusting, but I tell you what, it got a lot of people talking. So after the stream, if you want to go check out the thumbnail from this last Friday's podcast that Vex helped create, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So the thumbnails are where it's at. So no, Cardi B didn't do anything terrible, but she recently was in the news because she decided to somebody threw a drink at her and she threw her microphone at the person in the audience. So what's been happening lately is that a lot of people at these concerts, there's been a handful of artists that have been victims of this, where they have stuff being thrown at them, which, listen, I understand that this used to be something cool where like women would throw their bras and underwear at the stage for hot performers. Okay, fine. I get it. I mean, that's not going to hurt anybody, but people are throwing cell phones or what have you and hitting people in the eye. And there was one artist, I don't remember her name. Um, Actually, I do, but I can't really say it. It's like a Reba Bexa or something. Anyway, she got really hit in the eye and got hurt. And so this is becoming a real major situation where people are getting hurt. Now, I have to say, though, I'm happy to see that she did not get in trouble because I don't think she should. She's just defending herself. Somebody threw something at her, so she threw something back. I think anybody in their right mind would have reacted the same way and thrown something back at the person. It's a natural instinct to defend yourself, and they were rude by throwing something at her. So I guess this is a new fad now. If you're close enough to the stage, you can just start throwing stuff at whoever you want. But hopefully the person who threw the stuff got in trouble, and because of course she didn't. Let's see. Not that I want Cardi B to have been hurt, but too funny that she was lip syncing. Of course she was. Of course she was. Oh, wait, hold on. Here you go. Sis, she asked them to throw water on her, specifically her. Same video, but earlier. No kidding. Okay, well, then you know what? See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I always fall victim to this type of chaos. I always think I see one thing, and then, because the media feeds it to you in a certain way, and then you come out and see things like this. So if she asked them to throw water on her, specifically her kitty cat. I see the emoji now. Same video, but earlier. Okay, I got it. Then you know what? There you go. Then she shouldn't have thrown the microphone. Then that's ridiculous. That's not fair. Where she asked for something, they did what she asked, and then she retaliated. So I appreciate when people, give me the bigger picture, because, I'll never forget the one of the times that I got it all wrong is, when the video of the young kid in the MAGA hat was fighting with the Native American guy, and they were in each other's faces, and it made the kid with the MAGA hat look terrible, the way the media fed it to us. But then it comes out after that it was absolutely the opposite, and they made a mockery out of the younger boy because he was wearing a MAGA hat. However, he wasn't in the wrong, but the media spinned it that way. And I first thought it was the young kid's fault, just the way the media had fed it to me. So I fall victim to this crap all the time. So I really appreciate when people give me the full story. No one of celebrity status or with obscene amounts of money ever get charged with anything, let alone convicted or found guilty. Well, they do, but their charges are always lesser. Like I have seen celebrities, brought up on gun charges that do get punishments. Of course, they're not as severe. But I have seen there was a football player on the New York Giants who I believe, is it Plaxico Burress? I'm not sure, who, had a gun in a club or something. And I do believe he got in trouble. I do believe that they don't come lightly to the gun charges when it comes to these celebrities. But yeah, I mean, something like this, they're for sure they're gonna get off on it. So all right, so that brings us to our next story, where this just came out the other day. Okay, it just came out the other day that they are doing let's see, usually fines, probation. It's usually true. You don't really see a lot of jail time. I don't know if they do jail time for, say, gun offenses to make a statement to the public, or to the regular public, but for something like that, if anything, she would have had to pay a fine or something. Maybe she did behind the scenes. There you go. They did get Wesley Snipes for tax evasion, if I'm not mistaken, and he got hit pretty hard. So I think it also depends on what you're convicted of. I have to say the gun charges, they don't take lightly. Of course, tax evasion, they don't take lightly, because he really got it handed to him. Oh, hi, my whitey. How are you? Speaking of probation, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm drinking my Coke Zero and my Stay Sassy cup. It's always good to see you, my whitey. Snipes was taxes. Yeah, no, you don't mess with the. I'm telling you, what was that couple? Their last name was like Chrisley or something, Todd and Christy or Todd Chrisley. I don't remember the actual name, but they're like reality show people and they got caught up in tax evasion or what have you. And they are not, they both got jail sentences. She got like 11 years, he got 13 or something ridiculous. So do not F with the government, please, seriously. Haha, good deal. Hope y'all are staying nice and cool this weekend. We are over here in Arizona. I have not, let's see, it says that it's 102 outside right now, but I think it's hotter. There's a heat warning today here in Arizona. So we just kind of keep everything really closed up with fans on. Like we don't let the sun in. It's like we're hermits in the summer. I absolutely hate it because I enjoy having like the fresh air and stuff. You just can't. You can't. Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch is right, but I will say while they get the book thrown at them, us regular people get the whole library toppled on. That is absolutely right. I do agree with you. I do think that our punishments are always a lot worse. Absolutely. Unless they take that one celebrity and make an example out of them, but you're absolutely right. Okay, you're right. It's the Chrisleys. Yeah, I've watched them from time to time. I mean, I was familiar with them because of, just social media and all of their other, the stories that would come out. But I had no idea that tax evasion was a situation with them. But they got into it. They got into it deep. So that scares the shit out of me. You guys pay your freaking taxes. I don't listen. Not everybody loves the government. Believe me. I mean, they're messed up in a lot of ways, and I think taxes are bullshit on certain things or the amount that certain people and their incomes have to pay. You know, however, um, it's a rule, and I do not look good in orange. Actually, I do, but I'm claustrophobic and would not be want to be thrown in a cell. That's for sure. That's for sure. And to be away from my husband and my kids for 12 years. It's 100 where you are. Oh, stay cool, my friend. 87 here, just humid as fuck. Well, you know what? That's the thing too. I think the humidity makes it worse. I do. R2, hey, how are you, buddy? I didn't get to say hi to you on the Friday show because we were just chit-chatting and had to move on, and I didn't get to say hi to everybody in the chat, but I saw you there and I always appreciate you. So, thank you. So our next story I'm going to get into, this just dropped the other day, but then I did some research on it um because blah 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 blah. Cassie, hi my friend. How are you? Good to see you. I always appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, it's a nice 76 in the islands, light rain. That sounds wonderful. It really does. I would love to be there right now. It's disgusting in Arizona. Hang on. It rained a bunch yesterday, so it's cooler but more humid now. Yeah, the humidity just is like brrr. Claustrophobic. I've never even looked at a man before. Oh my gosh, exactly. Okay, so they're remaking yet another live action. They're okay, they're destroying another Disney movie by turning it into a live action remake. Okay. So, hi, Mrs. Martin Muses. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. Always good to see you. So, they are going to try their hand at making another remake. And I was like, okay, fine. Me and Ziggy just got bullied by the dogs, but we survived. I am very sorry about that. That is not how you want to spend your Sunday. But I know you made it out okay. You're a tough chick. So good job. Good job. Give Ziggy extra snuggles for me. So they're going to go ahead and try their hand again at a live action remake because unfortunately, The Little Mermaid was successful money wise. but I hated it. I mean, we all know it's not a secret how much I hated it because that was one of my most favorite Disney movies ever. I just want the live action abominations to stop. I agree with you, but they won't because unfortunately they are making money. Like they we can't stop AJ Whitey. That is true. um so unfortunately, they keep trying this because people keep liking it. Like the people that hate it are going to see it so we can do movie reviews on it to hate it. But The Little Mermaid made such a huge amount of money, and that's all they care about is money. They don't care about, not tarnishing the legacy of what these movies are or what their true meaning of these movies are. So I think also when it comes to live action as a code for out of original ideas, I absolutely agree. 110%. I mean, that is it right there. They can't make anything else. So they keep taking old stories and putting their own, modern spins on it. And I'm going to get to what this is going to be a nightmare. If this is actually true, and I did not hear this before, but I was looking at articles and it looks like this has been talked about, this casting for this movie. Are you serious? I thought it made a lot of money, unless you're being sarcastic. We'll have to look that up. I thought it did better than expected. Let me see here. The Little Mermaid. What am I Googling here? The Little Mermaid total gross. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Because now I'm curious. Oh, okay. The film has grossed over 554 million worldwide against a total production budget of 250 million. It became the eighth highest grossing film of 2023. Amongst Disney's live action remakes, the film is the second most expensive and seventh highest grossing adaptation to date. Okay, you're right. You know what? I for some reason thought it did much better than that. I don't know why. I'm really glad it flopped because I wanted it to flop so incredibly bad because they just destroyed my childhood with that. I mean, I am so tired of my childhood being destroyed between The Little Mermaid, Barbie. I won't even watch the Ninja Turtles because I don't want, my childhood to be ruined even more, but they're just going to keep doing it. So I'm really glad to hear that it did finally bomb. I got really nervous that it was going to, because it was, so many people seem to have liked it. I don't know why that I got nervous about it. So here is what, listen, once again, let me preface this by saying, hey, wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Stop. When you're done with this stream, we need to follow Flaccid Phoenix. He is the new leader of the sheep. And you will now refer to him as Ken of the Phoenix. Good to see you, sir. I appreciate you very much. Disagree. They aren't out of original ideas in Hollywood. They are scared and only greenlight IPs with a proven track record of making money. So infinite retellings, remakes, reboots, sequels, prequels. You know what? I think that you're right there. Unfortunately, they are scared, and I don't understand why they just can't take a I mean, you just never know until you try. You never know until you try. Just give it a shot and see what you can do. I mean, there he is, everybody. Sheeps in the chat for Ken. Sheeps in the chat. Hey, Nebraska, because thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Very nice to see you. So I want to preface this before I put this clip up. I am not racist by any means, okay? I don't care at all about race. I care when they race swap original characters and steer away from the actual storyline. Okay, so this is dated August 5th, 2023. And I was researching, and it looks like there are other stories that have backed this up from as far back as 2020. How I missed this, I don't know. Ken has no flash. Listen, can I just say real quick that Ken was the absolute best part of Barbie? Best part of Barbie. I am Team Ken, and I want an I am Kenough shirt with Flaccid Phoenix on the front. I would really like that. Hey, Phil, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. So, Flaccid, if you could get on Ken of the Phoenix shirts with maybe the flaccid or something, but just work on that for me and let me know. I appreciate you because I would wear it. When they race swap because the character is white, they find that problematic. It isn't a race swap, it is racism. Yeah, I see what you're saying on that point, but this is even worse because this whole character is based on her hair. Her hair is the entire movie, okay? Rapunzel. The whole motto is Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, Rapunzel. So the prince can climb himself up to Rapunzel. Okay? That is the entire preface of this movie. Okay? It's all about her hair. She has special powers in her hair. I'm proud to be American. There you go. Okay, everybody in the chat, get your ideas flowing. We've got to get some shirts out. I have a company that I can just send ideas to and they'll knock them out like that if you want. And I would share the profits with you guys. It would be so much fun. No, it's not even a weave, Dempsey. It's not even going to be a weave. Hold the phone. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hold the phone. Everybody just strap in. It's going to get nasty. Hold on. Ready? Yep. Please. Oh, yes. We all need to be Ken lightened. Oh my God, you guys, we could go for forever on this. I love these. Okay, you guys, I don't know how true this source is, but, oh, there he is. Thank you, Bloss. Thank you so much. I always miss you when I don't see you. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Mwah. Okay, strap in, not on. Yeah. Whichever you want to do. Okay, you guys, here. Now, listen. I want to tell you that I want to say that this is a joke. Okay? I really want to tell you guys this is a joke. But I was researching this morning because at first I was looking at it last night and I was like, oh, who's going to be cast in the live action of Rapunzel? Because I saw that this came out. And there was a list starting with Mandy Moore, who voiced Rapunzel as the lead, as Rapunzel. She was going to be, I'm fairly certain this is a meme. But you know what? The thing is, though, is I've seen a lot more stuff with this. And I also saw it back in 2020 where they were actually talking about this. So let's just say this is true. I would not doubt it for a minute because this is the crap. First of all, she's way too old to play Rapunzel. I'm sorry. Rapunzel is a young girl. Yeah. Well, no hair. No hair. That's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Okay. Look, I want to say that they were not going to give her any hair. They were going to have her. So what is her superpower going to be? I was reading up more and they did say that this would definitely be something where she would not have the hair in the movie. So whether this is a meme or they're trolling, the point of this is that I could definitely see them pulling something like this. It's going to get yes, Mrs. C, strap in. It's going to get rough. Needs to be on soundboards everywhere. Absolutely. But you guys, whether this is trolling or not, I absolutely see this being something along the lines of this. Whether they choose Jada Pinkett, they're going to choose somebody that is not going to fit the character the way that they should. It could be long armpit hair because I think she's kind of like that. I think she's kind of granola. Oh, there's a funny video here real quick. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me, this was posted 19 hours ago. So if it definitely is trolling, they're having their way with it and it seems pretty funny. So let's watch this really quick. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to make sure that the volume is up and let me see if I can pull this up. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys because it's kind of, oh, it doesn't. Oh, how about we do full screen? All right, so let's watch this and see. So Jada Pinkett Smith cast as Rapunzel in live action. Whether this is true or not, this will be a nice laugh. So let's watch this.
Jada Pinkett Smith as Rapunzel in the newly announced live-action Tangled. For those not familiar, Jada Pinkett Smith suffers from alopecia. According to the NIH, alopecia is a disease that happens when the immune system attacks hair follicles and causes hair loss. This is a very unfortunate disease, and joking about it is a one-way ticket to a slap across the face from Will Smith. Anyways, as a reminder, the story of Rapunzel is completely based around her long hair. However, according to an internal source, Jada will not wear a wig nor grow out her hair for the movie. Rather, Disney will adapt the movie storyline in order to be more inclusive to all, especially those who suffer from various diseases which cause hair loss. On another note, Channing Tatum will play Flynn Rider, but that's for a different day. This decision by Disney is interesting, but not surprising. In fact, recently, a leaked picture of Snow White with her, quote, dwarves on set just went viral. Instead of Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, it was Snow White and the Seven diverse, non-short people except one. Twitter was all over this decision with memes after the leak. Now Disney is walking into meme land again with their live-action Tangled casting announcement. For more on this wild...
All right, so what do you guys think? Do you think that this is something that is true? I mean, they always are trying to make waves. Like officially smashed like the patriarchy. Yeah, first she wouldn't be able to grow out her hair, so I don't think she'd wear a wig because isn't that just you know, her giving in to having hair and make she wants to make the point that she's got alopecia. She wants to bring awareness, but I don't think a Disney movie is where you need to make awareness for alopecia. The guy is going to be waiting a really, really, really long time for her to grow her hair out. Absolutely. I just think you guys, they can't get out of their own way. I would not be surprised if something like this happened. I think I saw a comment here. They'll probably cast lame as Zendaya. I could see that. I absolutely could see that. And I absolutely could see that the prince is going to crawl up on like her dreads or something. Once again, I'm not trying to be racist, you guys. But the thing is that this movie is about a very fair skin girl with very, very, very long blonde hair. And just so you guys know, if you haven't seen the movie, when she gets her powers, her hair turns a very, 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 very bright yellow. Okay. And it glows. Her hair glows. And that's where her power comes from. She'll just be stuck in a tower the whole movie with Will Smith around the base of the tower slapping people. Now, I would watch that. I would watch that in a heartbeat. Holy moly. It has to be, Ken. It has to be fake. But it's everywhere now. And I know, you know, there's things that we thought were going to be fake too. I really didn't think they were going to make Ariel black, but they did. So you hope, but even if Jada Pinkett doesn't play her, I could see them going down this avenue of just making it completely opposite of what the storyline was supposed to be. Regardless of who they cast, it's not going to be true to the story. Bob Iger is either Biden level crazy or he's deliberately trying to kill Disney. You know what? The same thing with Kathleen Kennedy. I think she's trying to kill Star Wars, you know, and all of that stuff, or whatever the hell she's tied to. Everything she's tied to, it seems like she's trying to kill it. So I don't understand. As a black dude, I'd rather see Rapunzel get represented accurately. If this is supposed to be based off the Tangled movie, I wanted to see the characters resemble their animated counterparts. Exactly. I agree with you. And I support that 100%. Just like I would be equally as upset if they took Tiana from Princess and the Frog and made her a white girl from the Southwest. She is an African-American, beautiful girl from New Orleans, and that whole story is based in New Orleans, and it's based upon her ethnicity. And so I would be really upset. I would be just as pissed off if they race swapped Tiana. And this is from a white girl. I would be very upset because that is not true to what Tiana is. If you go to the parks, Disney parks, Tiana is a beautiful, beautiful African-American girl with curly black hair. She wears it up with her tiara. She's beautiful. So I just don't think that they need to do that. It's ridiculous. They already gave us white Goku, why not a black bald female? I mean, listen, whatever they wanted, they're just going to keep screwing it up. Jada could be cast in a live action version of One Punch Man, except it's a slap and she as well do it. Exactly. I mean, But you guys, this just goes to show, even if it's a joke, the avenue that Disney continues to go down with these live action remakes, and they steer so far. You know, I talked about it on Friday with the Snow White clip. If you guys didn't see it, here, let me see. I don't think I have it anymore. I believe I got rid of it because I was cleaning it up so I could do this little podcast. But hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I have not seen you here before, so thank you. I appreciate you. But I played a clip the other on Friday night when we were talking about the new Snow White movie and how the main character playing Snow White, who is not as white as snow and is not anywhere near looking like Snow White, she made a comment that Snow White is not going to be like the original. The man isn't going to save the princess. It's not going to be like 1939 anymore. And it's going to show girls that they can be strong and independent without needing a man. So I'm not really sure because the dwarves are all men. And I believe the dwarves actually saved Snow White. So there's that. I'm not sure how they're going to change that. And doesn't Prince Charming save Snow White as well? Now, he's not going to be allowed to wake her up with a kiss because that is non-consensual. So they're doing away with that. So yes, they're going to screw up Snow White as well. Let's see. And nowhere close to being more beautiful than Gal Gadot. Listen, my chat got shitty on Friday night because a lot of people don't think that they think that she's pretty, but they don't think she's a good actress. Wonder Woman was one of my favorite movies. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I thought she was great in it. A lot of people beg to differ, which is fine, but she plays the evil queen. I wonder how ugly she's going to be. Although the evil queen wasn't hideous looking. She was only hideous when she turned herself into that ugly monster to give Snow White the apple. But this little comment, I wish I could find it. This little comment that she made about how they're going to ruin the new Snow White movie it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I want to be the king of Far, Far Away from Shrek. If they turn that into a live action, so I can say you're racist to troll people who does that. Yeah, that's the thing, you guys. They're just it's nonstop. It's nonstop. So Snow White will be the next one that they screw up because they're not going to allow the story to teach. They don't want to teach little girls that you need a man in your life in order to be who you are, which I don't see that at all with Snow White. I don't understand. Gal Gadot isn't a good actress. It is how they tell the story with the camera is what makes Wonder Woman as good as it is. You're absolutely right. I think so too. Because she didn't have to speak much. I think the part of the movie I enjoyed the most is when she was kicking ass. The part that I enjoyed is when she went out of the bunker and she defended all the soldiers behind her with her shield and her arms and stuff. That was one of my favorite parts, and she wasn't talking. So I think I agree with you on that one. Isn't this appropriating European culture? These old authors and stories are all Northern European. Probably. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways, but they're just never going to get it right. Your opinions on the new Gran Turismo movie ads. You know what? I don't know anything about Gran Turismo. We did see a preview for this when we went to see Oppenheimer, and it looked fine. I mean, it looked interesting to me. I like all things cars. It was kind of like a Fast and the Furious-esque movie. But I don't have enough source material to back it up because I do believe this is based off of a game. So I don't have any opinions on it at this time, but I can look more into it, maybe get back to you. She was ugly inside, thus the moral of the story. The queen was physically beautiful, but morally bankrupt. Oh, interesting. Okay. See, this is why I have you here, so you can help explain things to me. I appreciate you. I'm just glad they didn't cast Snow White for the Eastern markets. Imagine all the yellow snow jokes. Oh my gosh. now the DCEU is done, so is Gal Gadot. I know, and I don't think so. I got all excited because I thought they were going to make a Wonder Woman 3. Now, I did not see Wonder Woman 2 because it looked like the biggest piece of dog crap I mean, it just, I don't even know what they were thinking with that movie. So I didn't watch it. I think it was just a rumor going around about the third one coming out. I would love to see it if it was. I think they need to redeem themselves from the second one. But Gal is not a good actress, but she is a pretty woman objectively. I agree with you very much so. She's not bad to look at. I hope you're agreeing to, oh, it's a badass movie, Gran Turismo. Probably, that's how you say it, right? Gran Turismo. Yes. I was thinking of something else. But yeah, I mean, I would not see it. I would see it at home. I don't think I'd go to the movie theater for it, but I definitely would not watch it. Gal is smoking hot and has the acting skills of a cardboard box. See, this is what the conversation we got into the other night on the Friday show is talking about, comparing her. Like, Megan Fox is beautiful, I think, and I don't think she can act for shit. However, she was perfect in the first Transformers, because I think that the majority of the men, the majority of the audience that went to see Transformers was men. Now, I saw it because I loved Transformers growing up. I was a big girly girl, but I also loved all of the things like Transformers. As I got older, I loved Airwolf, the A-Team, stuff like that. I did that stuff with my dad. So I enjoyed that, and I loved Transformers, and I wanted to see the cars, transform is the word. And so I understand why they put Megan Fox in there, because it was made for men and she's beautiful. And when she laid over the roof of the car, that's what she's good for. So there was a lot of back and forth of, like, comparing Megan Fox with Gal Gadot. And, I don't know, but yeah, neither one of them can act, but they're good to look at. Yeah, because the Fast and Furious series is based on the Need for Speed games. Okay, there you go. See, that makes sense. And I did not know that. I did like Fast and the Furious, the first, I don't know. I think I forgot when we stopped watching them because they just got so silly. But, well, the dwarves are not man. They are fantasy race of the dwarves and not humans who suffer from dwarfism. Yeah, this whole thing. I can't wait. I will watch it because I have to review it. So the basis of my channel is going to be more so, which is why I haven't seen or reviewed or done anything with Gran Turismo, because my channel is more geared towards the female opinions of certain things, like, doing The Little Mermaid, how they screwed up my childhood movie. Barbie, how it was a feminist shit show. I want to do the Marvels because that's going to be a feminist nightmare. And I want to do movies that make, women look like shit, and they shouldn't be, because I think it's bullshit, or make men look like shit. And I think that's what happened with Barbie, is they made men look like shit, and that pissed me off. I don't think that was necessary to take that kind of movie and make it into a male bashing for almost 2 hours. So that's going to be kind of the gear of this channel. I will review Willy Wonka, the prequel, because I am such a huge fan of Willy Wonka. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. So I will review that, but I want to stay geared towards more movies where they're very high female lead character based, and see how they F it all up. So, but if you want good movie reviews on things that are not like that, Vex Electronica, go follow her, and Copa Catania. They have great movie reviews, and they do all the movies that come out. So if you want a different perspective, definitely go and check them out. So let's see. The new GT movie is going to be about a kid who is better on real tracks in a racing sim than most drivers in real life. So he gets involved. Yes, I did see that. It looks good. I like the concept of the movie, I have to say. I think it'll do well, especially people who like the game. Megan Fox is pretty, but she isn't. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot that she was an April O'Neil. I totally forgot that. Phil, I have to know, did you like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Because I know apparently you're a huge fan, and I don't want to see it because it looks like they really messed up the original like origin story of all of the turtles. I heard some really like questionable storylines for the turtles. And so I want somebody like you to tell me what you thought, because I'm sure you've seen it already, or planning to see it. But I'm just curious, from a huge fan like you, what you thought of it. My Mr. Cannoli's actually been rewatching all of them this weekend just because we enjoyed them as kids. You saw Transformers 1 through 3 and hated all of them. I think I only liked the first one or two. I don't know. It got old. It got old. You know what? Maybe. Do you think Uno will have all Latinx cast? You know what? I can't believe, like, I went over last week the list of movies that they're how do you turn a card game into a movie? I don't understand. That's actually I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna do that, because you got to have a lot of imagination to turn a card movie or cards into human things. I mean, they did it for Alice in Wonderland, but the whole thing. Oh, The Need for Speed Underground 2 was epic as fuck. I need to watch these movies. I've never seen them. Should eliminate all humans from Transformer. That's the thing. You're right. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I did kind of like Shia LaBeouf in the first one, even though he screamed like a little girl most of the time. But I did like how they had the relationship together. But then each movie, it just gets dumber and dumber. Let's be real. The only other thing Megan is good is to be a vampire. Yeah, that's true. I don't really watch her in anything because I could care less. The new one is April Fool's O'Neil. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. Megan Fox at one time was floated to be. Get the hell out of here. Let me just tell you, that would have been awful. That you think Gal Gadot, listen, that is funny though that they were both contenders. I think Gal Gadot was the right choice. I really do. I don't think Megan Fox would have been able to do that. Nope. They even messed up Bebop and Rocksteady. It's a damn shame. I heard that they took Donatello, who is the one who enjoys doing all of the different science experiments, and made him into wanting to be a member of K-pop. I don't know how true that is. So that's one thing I heard. I'm more interested in the Ninja Turtles video game that it's in development. It's supposed to be a dark. Yes. Cannoli actually played, I don't remember if it was for this Nintendo Switch. I don't remember. He played this Nintendo. It wasn't Nintendo. Cassie will probably correct me, but it was one that came out like last year or something. And it was like the old school one. And him and my daughter played it for many, many hours. The new film was better than I thought it would be, but it's definitely not the best TMNT movie. Fun kids film, but it's nothing to brag about as an ninja. I'm surprised you even liked it, because it's getting so much hate. But you know what? That's good. I'm glad that it didn't ruin it for you, because I know what a big fan you are. So I think it's good that, you enjoyed it. There are different classes of pretty. Megan Fox is trashy pretty. Agreed. And Gal Gadot is classy pretty. But you know what? That's exactly how I would classify it, Jacob. 110%. You're absolutely right. For sure. Yep. Clue better not. Oh, yeah, it will. It will. They remake Clue every like 3 or 4 years in different aspects. I mean, there's always going to be a Clue-based movie. Always. They're always going to try to screw it up. Always. Full Contact Uno tournament for the date of the universe. You know what? You're right. I don't know why I'm thinking that they're going to have to turn the cards into human beings. Like, that's retarded. They're going to probably have people playing the card game, and it's going to be a tournament. You're right. And it would only be if it was Mortal Kombat style, or like Saw, like in the movie Saws, where if you don't get certain, like, you have all these little things that you have to go through so you don't die. They could do a whole Saw-based movie on Uno. Perfect. There you go. Lock it in. Oh, sorry, Fear the Beardo. I don't know why I just said that. Now he's going to charge me for taking his maybe now, since her real acting career didn't take hold. Yeah. Oh, for Megan Fox. Yeah. Let's be honest, though, the Need for Speed games made. Oh, okay. Hi, Logical Spock. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Very much. You should make a poll to see whether people want to see the Twitch hot tub streams or not. Yeah. I don't know if people want to see me in a hot tub, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you very much. Okay, I don't know how to say that, so everybody read your screen. There you go. Maybe they'll do it. Shredder's Revenge was an awesome game. I don't know the name of the game. I don't think Cannoli's watching. Cannoli is taking a nap, I think. He does not sleep well at night, and I was like, just go take a nap while I'm streaming. So if he is listening, he can tell us too. I'm not sure of the name of it, but my daughter and him loved it. It was so cute. I loved watching it. It's such a good thing from our childhood. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, it's my Meatball. I missed you on Friday. How are you? Good to see you on this fine Sunday. I get to hang out with Meatball in a couple of weeks for the tiny human's birthday. So maybe we'll get a picture together so y'all know that we really do know each other in real life. He just doesn't pay me to be his friend like I actually am. So, oh, let's see. It would also be cool if they did a good Max Steel movie. Max Steel were the coolest figures to have in my childhood. 12-inch tall figures that were highly articulate. You know what? They should. I just think though that they don't have the good people to surround these movies anymore. It's almost like they're going to mess up our childhood. There's so many things that they could make into movies. So many incredible things that they could do. But as you guys saw with Barbie, they took something from our childhood and put all this feminist bullshit on top of it and ruined it. I mean, it was so sad. It was so sad. Oh, as a Ninja Turtle fan, I'm not a big fan of Mutant Mayhem. I could talk your ear off about it. I had to switch my TMNT fan site offer, but oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Uno Saw, trademark. Yes. I'm telling you, I don't watch horror movies, okay? I don't really care for them because I'm a sissy. However, like 2 years ago, I watched all of the Saw movies with my kid, and I actually liked them more than I thought. And I think it's because, like I always say, that people who have karma coming to them get their karma. And so it's like not innocent, nice people getting, their hands chopped off or what have you. It's people who deserve the shitty end of the stick finally getting it. So I would definitely watch that in a heartbeat. However, I did know that was the Purge. The Purge, I heard they're screwing up and making it into a whole friggin' shit show with agendas and all this other shit. Uno should just be about a white kid. Damn it, Gord King. You're absolutely right. Oh my God. That would be hysterical. Oh my God. Here you go. 1 Mexican, 2 flips, 1 big reversal this summer. Uno, nobody's safe for drawing forward. You guys, I love you. You guys are always great in my chat. Really, this is why I do this, you guys, because you guys are so much fun. And I could not do this show if you guys listen. I have like so many other things to talk about, but I'm having so much fun just talking about whatever in this chat. So I really just love this. Mrs. Sassy should play some retro 8 and 16, but games on stream. I'm guessing those would be hilarious. Get Old Man Cannoli to be the commentary. We can do that. Absolutely. Whatever you want. Wake up Blanoli and tell him I love him. I will. I'd have to run all the way upstairs. No, he is not hungover. Actually, I'm the one that likes to drink and get hungover, and I am not, because we did not do Bloody Mary drinking last night. He was getting ready for his MMM show tomorrow, watching Lord of the Rings. And Cannoli is a terrible, terrible, terrible sleeper. Like, I could sleep and sleep and sleep. I have to set Vex Electronica did a movie premiere this morning on Oppenheimer, and I set my alarm to get up for the premiere because I'll just keep sleeping. So no, Cannoli's just a bad sleeper, and he's a good napper. So I just said, go upstairs and take a nap and just, feel better. So no, he's not hungover at all. Just an FYI, I spent the last 2 days getting all of the tiny humans, all of the not really sure what you meant to say with that, but yes, her first day of school. Well, good wishes to tiny humans' first day of school. Shredder's Revenge is fun. The Cowabunga collection is a love letter to Ninja Turtles fans. Can't wait for the Shredder's Revenge DLC and TMT Last Ronin game. Yeah, I'm sure Cannoli, as long as it's on the gaming streams that we have, he'll definitely pick that up. He does love it. Wait, did I crash a personal stream? How many of you guys know each other in real life? I only know Meatball in real life because he was friends with Cannoli. They worked together many, many years ago. We actually were at Meatball's wedding, and he lives in the same state as us. So that's how, he was on the very first podcast that Cannoli did on his channel. Meatball was a co-host on there. And then the channel kind of changed and things kind of changed. And then I started doing a female perspective podcast on Cannoli's channel before I started this channel. And Meatball is our male perspective, and he brings funny questions to the show that we answer at the end. They're female-based questions, and we just have a really good time. So yeah, I know Meatball, but I've met a lot of people here. Not in this chat here, but I did meet a lot of people that I've streamed with when we went to the meetup in Vegas last April. So I don't think there's anybody in the chat that I've met. Joker Voice I met, but he's on another show right now. So, but yeah. Holy shit, Blasty. I would love to see you and Baloney play horror games, Alien Isolation. Hey, listen, I'll play whatever you want. Wouldn't that be funny if, speaking of jump scare, if I was able to take all this upstairs and just scare the shit out of Cannoli and we get it on live. If Mrs. Sassy gets into an online lobby and Need for Speed Most Wanted 205 with me on her first day, I'm smoking. Yeah, you are. Because listen, I suck at Mario Kart. Okay. So let me practice on Mario Kart first. I don't play video games. There are 2 videos on this channel that shows how much I suck at video games. Cannoli and I are working our way through It Takes Two. And there's 2 boss fights that we cut out because they are legendary commentary. I do not play video games, so it's quite interesting. Oh, let's see. Get the old God of War series streams out for Mrs. Sassy too. Listen, I'll play whatever you guys want. Whatever you guys want. Yeah, no, and this is not a closed stream. This is open to everybody. So Nebraska, because you're welcome always. Anybody is welcome, and I appreciate you guys all being here. Oh, I know. I do love Celine Dion. I was actually going to talk about her today because they can't find a cure for her. I don't want to lose my audience, but since you said it, we'll just do it really quick, because this makes me sad. So my Celine Dion has a weird illness called stiff person syndrome. And it includes debilitating pain, muscle spasms, and chronic anxiety. She's only 55 and she was forced to cancel all of her upcoming shows. So I had tickets to see her back in 2020 for a big birthday of mine. I'm not going to tell you because then you'll figure out my age. And they had to cancel it, but they didn't know what. Well, they canceled it because of COVID, and then she rescheduled, and then she had to cancel because of the sickness. So they cannot find any medicine to treat this. And I honestly, unfortunately, think that her career is over. Because if she's in debilitating pain and muscle spasms, there's no way that she can continue her career as a singer. It makes me sad, and I will mourn her. And you mind your business, everyone. Okay, so there you go, Celine Dion. Let's throw some prayer hands in the chat for my Celine Dion, please. So sad, so sad. Let's see. I wake up with that syndrome every single morning. Goes away pretty quick though. Leave it to you, Whitey. Always, always, always. Noob game is actually big on streaming. Could be your thing. Okay. All right. I'll look. You know what? I would look into that. You know what? I actually, thank you. Thank you very much. And you're absolutely right. At least her heart will go on. Okay. No, Whitey, never be sorry ever for bringing that type of behavior to my stream. I know. See, Whitey said the same thing. I know. It's a terrible thing to have. I feel really bad for her. Blasty playing Alien Isolation would bring me endless joy. All right. I'm going to have Cannoli look into all this stuff to see if I could do it. Now, as far as this, I would probably be interested in playing Fortnite because my daughter plays that a lot and she's gotten a lot of her gaming skill from playing Fortnite, which is why she was able to play some of the big bosses on my show on the gaming stream we were doing, because I couldn't beat it. I could not beat it. Do you know if this is a high five, right? You do know this is a high five. Shut up. Are you freaking serious? But we all use it as prayer hands. So are there really no prayer hands then? Holy crap. Look at me learning new things today. That makes sense. Holy shit. I know. People say Fortnite sucks. People say Fortnite sucks. I get it. There's a love-hate relationship with that. But I don't know. Cannoli hates it too. He does not like, he'll play it with my daughter, but you know. Okay, so let's see. I want to show something funny here because I hate this woman so much. Okay? She deserves everything that's coming to her. I'm sad that her team has to go down with her, but this dumb broad is such a piece of garbage because of the way that she's treated our country. I am so incredibly glad that she lost. Okay? So incredibly glad that the United States lost, because she does not deserve, one, to represent our country, and two, she doesn't deserve any sorts of medal that come from representing our country because she's such a bitch. So, but listen, I had found an original clip that shows her blowing, the game. But can you guys watch this for a second? Somebody put this together and it is hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. Right, puts it over the bar. All of the feelings you're Is it true? Okay, how do I start? There we go. There you go. So this stupid lady, I absolutely love that she got right here. That's exactly what I said. And I had posted on my Twitter. I had posted on here that I said that karma is a bitch and she will find you. And she found her. And I absolutely love this. Between kneeling and refusing to sing the national anthem, it's an absolute chef's kiss. Anti-American, anti-woman activist Megan missed a wide open penalty kick and led Team USA to the loss and elimination from the World Cup early. Boom. You're done, bitch. Sit down. Nobody asked you to represent this country. We hate you. Goodbye. Nothing makes me happier. Look at you guys wanting me to play. Okay, real quick. I did play all the Super Marios when I was younger. I did like that a lot. I feel like my video game is not as good as it used to be. I get very anxious over, things, high level things in the sky and jumping, blah, 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 blah. But listen, I will try to get more into gaming for you guys because Dempsey is like awesome on our gaming streams. He's so much fun. So I'll do my best, Dempsey. I'll see what I can do because maybe it will, soothe my nerves a little bit if I get into the gaming. Oh, hi, my friend. How are you? Thank you so much. I always appreciate you and your support. You watch whenever you want, my friend. But thank you so much. It's always good to see you. I appreciate you. Ball was like, Kobe Bryant is my middle name, bitch. I love it. I absolutely love it. She did deserve this. She absolutely deserved this. You can't. Okay, so there was something a while back. I want to say it was one of the last Olympics. Listen, I can't keep up with when the Olympics are. I know it's every 2 to 4 years. There's winter, there's summer, and there was an Olympics a couple years ago. And this one girl who was representing, I don't know what sport, but she was representing the United States of America, and she would not even face her flag for the national anthem. And I said some stuff on back when I used to use Facebook that this bitch should not be allowed to represent our country. If you cannot honor the flag in which represents the country that you're playing for, bitch, sit down. You should not be. That should be a one of the requirements to represent our country in any of the sports that you play. You have to love this country. And if you don't, oh, you are welcome. No, for real, you and you help us too. You help Cannoli and I when we can't figure out where we're going. Honestly, I don't understand people who do not love this country. I want to say that Brittany Griner learned real quick which country she should be loving. Okay. Brittany Griner really, that bitch will never kneel again. Never kneel again. And if she does, ship her ass right back to Russia where she belongs. Okay. That's what all these people that are disrespectful to this country, they should be shipped over to Russian prisons and get a reality check of how awesome it is to live in the United States of America and the freedoms that we're given. Okay. Like, isn't Brittany Griner free to be a woman, be a man, and play women's basketball? I know that there's a lot of controversy that she looks like a man, but she does look like a Gatorade ice pop. She's hateable. She is a friggin' hateable person. This is somebody that if they wanted to transition to a man, I would support it. Get off my team. Go. Goodbye. I don't even want you in the women category. I don't even want you. We should all make a giant trailer park and we'll all live there together. I'm telling you something. And if trailer park, yes, but if it's off the grid in the middle of the woods, like where there was a beautiful lake right by, Cannoli would be there in a heartbeat. He's been begging me to get off the grid. It's unrealistic for our jobs, but Cannoli would ditch and be out of here. So let's do it. I always talk about building a big compound. I know, you guys, I get it. You're right. I love you guys, so I wouldn't send her over your way. I don't blame you. But here's a good segue. Here's a good segue into somebody who came from your team to play on my team. Okay. I have to just talk about this for a minute because it is redonkulous. Let me find it over here. I don't know where I put it in my... Come on. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. So not only did this person get banned from women's sports, but now there's a funny story that came out just the other day about Leah Thomas. So Leah Thomas is the man who decided to throw on a wig or grow their hair out and then start competing on the women's swimming team. Okay. Let me see if there's a picture here. This is a different, oh, there you go. I think that's the person. That's Leah Thomas. There you go. Okay. So this is a 6'4" woman. And yeah, that's a chick. That's supposed to be it. Oh, which one? Are we talking about the other bitch, the soccer bitch? Yeah, she's a chick too. Yeah, she does look like Andy Dick with blue hair. She did. But this is another person. So this right here is supposed to be a female. Right here. Okay. This is Leah Thomas, who used to be a male. And there's a story coming out that this girl right here, her name is Riley Gaines. She had to refrain from looking at transgender swimmer Leah Thomas because Leah Thomas is so well endowed that it made her uncomfortable. So in this suit right here that you're seeing, and notice that they have to wear a certain swimsuit. I don't believe that they can wear the same, or maybe they are wearing the same swimsuit, but right there, this is supposed to be a female right here. Can you see my mouse? Why isn't my mouse showing? Anyway, that is supposed to be a female, male, whatever. And this person right here is She was in a situation that she tried to refrain from looking at entirely. So she could not look at her swimming mate who was well endowed in her bathing suit. Bill Maher has her. Yeah, that right here. It's this one right here. He did have her on, and I was going to watch it, but I just saw this really quick when I was going through a bunch of different articles, and she but thank God Leah Thomas is banned from competing in the sport, which is great. But I just think it's disgusting that we have people like this that want to do better in a sport, so they just decide to grow their hair out and put on a dress and say, hey, I'm here for the female sport, sign me up. So this also actually bothers me because there was an article, I hope I pulled it up because it really bothered me. Shit, I hope I have it. Well, crap. They were talking about now that you are banned from women's you have to transition before you're 12 years of age in order to compete fully in a different sport. Okay, so now that is forcing people to transition at an early age. It's almost like making it okay to transition before the age of 12, just so you can be in these sports. Listen, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, you want my opinion on a car? Okay, I don't know what this car is. Please look up a picture. I don't know. I need your opinion on Porsche's new concept car, the Porsche Mission X. Okay. I'm not a car person, but I can try. All right, hold on a second. Porsche Mission X. Is this a joke? Am I not supposed to look this up? Is this going to get me canceled? Hold on. Oh. Oh, it's an electric car? Okay, well, I can pull up a picture if you want. Hold on a second. Okay, here you go. We've got on a girls show, but we'll do it. So this right here is the Porsche Mission X Dreams of a Faster Electric Sports Car. My opinion is that I think cars are beautiful. I think they're way too expensive, but this is a beautiful, it just looks nothing like a Porsche. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It resembles it a little bit, maybe the front of the car, but once again, you're asking the wrong person. I'm not a car person, but it is a beautiful looking car. Very futuristic, but oh, you're right. There is no Porsche flag. Wait, there's no Porsche flag in the front of the car, like right on the little front there. Interesting. Who knows? You know what? Everybody's doing stupid stuff these days. I can't figure out what anybody's thought processes are anymore. They just take classic things and they continue just to ruin them. They really do. It's ridiculous. Let's see. So now you guys are going to talk about cars in the chat. I know. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew more about cars, but I don't. My dad was a mechanic and a real big car guy, but I didn't really learn much from him because he wasn't around that long he wasn't around for that long in my life. He had other plans and they didn't include me. So, let's see. What are we going to talk about? Okay, Nebraska. Bye. Thank you so much. Take care. I appreciate you showing up, and I will see you around on the interwebs and other various chats. So take care. I appreciate you. So we're going to talk about the fact that we're being told that women don't own womanhood and women don't own periods. So I kind of want the male's perspective on this. I know I have a lot of guys in the chat. I actually don't think, but Cassie, if she's still here, I have any women in my chat right now. to talk about this, but we'll talk about it anyway and see where we're at. So a male trans activist says women don't own womanhood and period. So I don't know if you guys are interested in wanting to have this, but let's listen to Go Ahead, I'm a Male. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got here. I don't know. I want your opinions to see if you guys want us to share this with you. We can. Here we go.
This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Okay, if you guys all heard that, this man right here is telling me, I guess I'm a cis woman, that I am not allowed to own womanhood and I'm not allowed to own the period. Believe me, if I could give away my period, I would. You're right. Nos, nobody wants one. And yes, we hate them. So, but the fact is that we do own womanhood because it was given to us when we were born with vaginas and we grew breasts and we can birth babies. And let's see, what else can we do? The fact that there was this one clip, damn it, I wish I could have it. I wish I could find it because there was a clip of somebody who was, I think they were shaving like around their leg area, around their vagina. Well, it wasn't their vagina because they were a man, but they were pretending to be a girl and they were shaving around there and they ended up bleeding really bad. And they had to they had blood coming from that area, but it wasn't the vagina. It was around the leg or whatever. And they had the audacity to say, oh my gosh, this must be what a period is like. Oh, there. Thank you. Here you go. She showed up just in time. I needed a female just in time. I think also women appreciate their period because you also know things are moving correctly. Periods are very indicative of a woman's body is doing what it needs to do to be a woman. This is also indicative of being able to have children. So the fact that these people, here, let's see, if bro is seeing blood in the toilet, he shouldn't say, oh, look, my period. He should go see a doctor. And yeah, but that's the thing. There was a video that I played not too long ago on one of my streams where this person ended up having the full bottom surgery and they, went to the restroom and they had a good amount of blood. And the interesting thing is this person decided to say they were so excited because they were having their first period. No, bitch, you popped a stitch in your fake vagina and you need to go see a doctor because something is not right. You shouldn't be bleeding from there if you don't have a uterus. There was a good comment up here. Oh, here we go. Dempsey. Period equals uterus. Anything else is delusion at best and gaslighting manipulation at worst. I agree with you. It's hello, my friend. Vex did an amazing movie review on Oppenheimer. So when you're done watching me, you should jump on over to her channel and watch her movie review. It was great and worth waking up for. So my point is that we do own periods. We do own womanhood and we should be very proud of that. And just because you're playing dress up and you're pretending to be a man. Oh, and here's another thing that I talked to. Don't trust nothing that bleeds 7 days and don't die. I know. Isn't that that's normal? I told you guys I got beat up on Twitter over the week because I called these type of people pretenders because they're pretending to be women. Well, you are pretending. There is nothing indicative on your body there that leads to a woman. If you were standing butt freaking naked in front of somebody, even with that makeup on, what you have between your legs and your lack of breast tissue and the fact that you have no uterus, okay, will show me that you're a man. So you are pretending. I'm sorry. That's just the way that it is. Not all females have periods, but all periods are had by that is true. And you know what? There's a lot of women that wish they had periods, because when you don't have a period appropriately, you can't, it's much, much harder to get pregnant if you want to be a mom. So yes, right here. So everybody, since she brought this up, I was going to promote it at the end of the show. But tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Copa Catania's channel, it's It's Your Favorite Movie Show. And Vex Electronica is going to be reviewing her all-time favorite movie, Nosferatu, the silent version, which I watched a little bit of it yesterday with Cannoli. And it's interesting, but I'm really curious to hear what Vex has to say. So please tune in tonight for that. It's always a good one. I enjoy his show and getting to see Vex on there tonight. So please pop in. I only have a few more weeks before I can't use that joke anymore. What does that mean? Don't trust anything that bleeds 7 days and don't die. Does that mean we're jumping on the train for having kids, White Bear? Listen, I'm in a house with over 8 females of an age, and for 1 week a month, it's war zone. Y'all don't want. See, that's okay. That's exactly correct. So, and women do sync up. Okay, they do. They sync up, and it can be a war zone. Abso-freaking-lutely, it is correct. And Dempsey's got no time to bleed. No time to bleed. If you cut me, it would be a bloody mess. Yeah, exactly. Your service will be remembered. Yes. All the luck to you over there. You definitely need it. I have 3 females in my house. I feel your pain. Yeah, Cannoli has me and her kid and the kid, who's a girl, obviously, and then my female dog. I mean, she doesn't get her period, but there's a lot of female. Nah, I wish. Just talking about the Oppenheimer. Oh, the comment for Oppenheimer. I missed it. Okay. I gotcha. Absolutely brilliant film. The most important film in horror movie history. Yeah, you better be there tonight, because they're doing it. They are doing it for you. It is. That's exactly how it is. Exactly. So, just so you know, I'm going to piggyback off of that real quick. Just to let you guys know that periods are for everyone. People have periods. So I'm not really sure. I think this person over here I think all of these are. This one you can definitely see the top surgery scars, but people have periods. I've never heard anybody want to fight over having a period. And the funny thing is that these people that want to have periods have no idea what it's like to have a period, but yet they want to own it. I'm so confused. I'm confusing myself. Period people are my friends. Come catch these hands. There you go. And these pretenders. I just don't understand why we are so adamant. Oh my God. You guys, how did I just miss this? How the frick did I just miss this? I've seen this picture 350 times. Do you guys see this? How did I not just see this? Hold on. Hold the phone. I don't know if I can blow this. There is blood all over their pants. How the hell did I miss this? There is blood all over their pants. Oh my God, that's so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful, you guys. I just noticed that. I just noticed it. Oh my God. I'm at a loss for words. I literally just noticed that there is blood coming off this person's pants, and there's blood stains in the crotch of all these. Oh my God. That is so rude and so disrespectful. Yep, there you go. I love it, Cassie. You're right. You're absolutely right. Holy shit. God, see, you guys, this is why I get a lot of shit for this, but this is disrespecting women. This is disrespecting women. Not you can only have a period if you're a woman. This isn't disrespectful. It's disgusting and uncouth to the extreme. It absolutely is. Yes. Holy shit. I can't believe I missed that the first few times because I've had this on my Google Doc to talk about. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. Wow. Oh, here's somebody real quick. This person right here, we're gonna pop on over to this real quick. This person right here wants to give you the explanation of what is a woman. So if all the women here in the chat need an explanation from this person, what a woman is, then we're going to go ahead. Let's get a lesson on what is a woman. Okay. And then I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, because I needed a lesson, because the what is a woman documentary, I guess, wasn't enough. So there are only two genders. All the rest come from Uranus. I agree. Remember the days when activism was active and at least somewhat purposeful. Absolutely. Please be gentle. Oh shit, you kicked too hard. His bro. Just call it a period. Yes, thank you. I like that. I appreciate that. All right, let's listen to this person explain something to us, okay? Because we obviously don't. I don't know what a woman is because I haven't fucking been one for X amount of time. I'm not going to tell you my age, although I probably have before.
This question has a predetermined answer: an adult human female, XX chromosomes, ability to give birth. We've heard it all. But the problem arises when you think about what it would be like to ask a man the reverse of this question. I'd honestly be shocked if any man actually said an adult human male or somebody with XY chromosomes. No, they're much more likely to give you an answer like power, the ability to provide, breadwinner, strong, tough, those kind of things, which are sociologically contrived concepts and also largely outdated ones. Because if a man was just a male, fathers wouldn't be telling their sons not to play with dolls. I think we can all agree that there's more to your personhood than basic biological components. And the worst part of it is the women that conform to this idea of belittling trans women under this aspect, you're allowing men the opportunity and the language to reduce you as well. Because like I said before, men are not going to give answers like adult human male or XY chromosomes. They've already allowed themselves to be expansive people while they're reducing you to basic biology. And honestly, to me, that's really disrespectful.
Oh, I am really, really sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to reduce anybody to the biology that is what makes up your body. I'm very, very sorry. You're absolutely right. I'm absolutely right. Or you're right. I apologize. What is wrong with its mouth? It looks like, yeah, it does. You're right. So the interesting things were, though, you guys, is that, did you notice what this person was saying? This person was saying that things that define womanhood, didn't she say like, or they say something about birthing? I have to go back and look because I think this person is contradicting themselves. Oh, here you go. We've heard it all. Ability to give birth. Okay, so let me just put it to you this way. Real quick. So this person is saying that we've heard it all, the ability to give birth. But if a woman was pretending to be a man, it's characteristics, not biology. Is that what this person is saying? So this person didn't even, there's certain things that men can't do, the things that women can do, is what I'm trying to say. So when you compared the things a woman can do, such as giving birth, having periods, having a bunch of different organs that men don't have, versus if a woman was pretending to be a man, it's characteristic things like being in power, being the breadwinner, all of these things. So basically anybody can do that, but not everybody can be a woman. I'm sorry if this is confusing. I'm just trying to figure out this person's logic, because you're comparing characteristics to actual biological things. I biologically am a woman, so I can give birth and have a period. But I also can have characteristics of a man and be strong and be a breadwinner and be all of those things. That doesn't take a gender to do that. But it does take a gender to have a baby, right? Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up because this person is delusional. I'm tired of the most loser of men coming over and invading women's space and women's discussions. F off, you failed at both genders clearly. 110%. That's what I'm saying. This person is contradicting themselves. No matter what delusion this individual is suffering from, a girl is a girl and a guy is a guy. Their problem isn't with me or us. It's with fundamental reality and observable phenomena. Yes, that is the problem. Like this person is, they will go to such the nth degree to try to validate playing dress up like this. But the comparison of what is a woman, what is a woman? The difference between a man and a woman is that we have a uterus. We can grow a human being inside of us, birth it, and feed it. Okay, men can't do that. So that's what a woman is, if you needed to know. I had a trans friend and I could understand him that he was confused. He was an alcoholic, and when he was a kid, his parents gave him drugs and medic shit to make him a girl. I feel bad for him. See? There you go. He didn't know the difference as well, but I could understand. See, that's the thing. I think that's child abuse too. If he was given drugs and medicine to make him a girl, that too. I think a lot of this too is the transitions do not people don't wait for their brains to fully be developed. They actually say that your brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25, and you really should wait until you're 25 to make any sort of these decisions. But this person right here doesn't have a leg to stand on. He's ridiculous. I'm sorry. And you'll always be a man because the difference between men and women is simple. It's what we have inside of us that you'll never, ever, ever have. You'll never, ever in your lifetime ever experience what it's like to have a period, to have a baby, to feed a child with your body. That were the things that we were blessed with as being a woman. So that is the difference. Yeah, exactly. Even the little kid from Kindergarten Cop knew the difference. He has a third leg to stand on. Yes. You know what? And that's okay. And you can. And I think that there are a lot of different situations out there. I do. And I don't hate them. I just feel sorry for them. And I feel like a lot of them, I feel like there's a very, 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 very small percentage that do suffer from stuff like this. But I think the majority of our society think it's cool to be different like this because they don't know where else to be accepted in society. So if they try to be in a group that they think is acceptable, they feel like they found a place, and this is what they're doing. I absolutely understand. Everybody's situation is different, and this is why I got a lot of hate on Twitter this week, because the person wasn't understanding. Like, we all have personal reasons for thinking the way that we do. Okay. I've said it before on this stream, but I have a personal connection to what social media has done to a young individual to convince them that they are something that they're not, and tortured them for 2 years. Okay, so I have a personal hand in what you see here with these people telling you it's okay to just change genders so you can find a place to fit into. And what it does to you, psychologically, it can mess you up. So I speak from a personal experience, and some of the people that come at me on Twitter for, okay, well, you know what's funny? It's almost like you're in my head. Why do you think people think all furries are bad? Well, let's get into it, because that's a good segue, and we'll finish off the show with this topic. I'll find it for you. I actually have a story about a furry that is trying to, wait a minute. Is this a joke? Hold on. They want to kill us because they all think we are. I actually have a story about a furry, so we're going to get to that. I'm really glad that was a joke. Being effeminate is. It's an invalid thing. If you want to feel pretty and put a dress on, do your makeup, etc., nobody cares. When you try to force how I can talk and act and think, we have a problem. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Like that's the problem. There are too much in your face with stuff. But then you know what? The funny thing is that I had somebody flipping on me earlier in this week during this conversation saying that we as straight people shove it into their faces. So it comes from both sides. I guess they see both sides of it. So there was a story, speaking of furries, that is so funny that you brought that up, because I actually do have a story right here. So this person right here, I wish I could make these things bigger. Let me see if I can click on the story. Oh, here we go. I'm going to read the article first. Hold on. Hold on one second. Let's close out of here, and then we're going to. So this Morris, I think, you know what? I think that I learned. I want to say that term is where you will let the other person be with somebody else, but you're not going to be with somebody else. I don't know. This queer sub elementary school teacher wears dresses and unicorns on Friday, so the students know it's safe to come out as a furry, so they feel comfortable with their teacher. Okay, so this is your kindergarten teacher right here. First of all, can I just start off saying that I was born to sparkle. Anybody who knows me in real life knows that I love everything sparkly. I am so crafty, I piss glitter. Okay, I love sparkles. Any imperfection in life can be covered with just a little bit of glitter. That is my motto. But now, like, I would totally wear this shirt, but I can't because it has something on it. Well, it associates with something else. Okay, so there you go. So you've already taken that away from me. So this person right here wants to be a furry. And so here's a little bit of a backstory on this person. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. So I almost did not do my Unicorn Friday, but I'm so glad I did. Backstory. In December, a principal told me that I was no longer allowed to work with her campus on long-term assignments due to parents' concerns and parent sensitivities. These revolved around my gender identity and perceived sexual orientation based on my using rainbows in my classroom decor and wearing dresses. Rainbows should not be associated with gay people. Rainbows should be okay for any child. Just my opinion. But in the wearing dresses was not appropriate, in my opinion. Fast forward. Okay. Needless to say, I no longer feel comfortable, much less safe going back to that campus. Fast forward to today. I'm in a 2-day assignment at another campus. And yesterday I wore a dress that looked like a long t-shirt. And I mentioned I wore unicorns on Friday. Some kids became excited. And though I was hesitant, I decided to go a little out to be myself. Enter this kid who I met today. They were absent yesterday. It appears that they are a furry, and they had on cat ears, tail, and a collar. They loved my outfit. Okay. All right. So hold on a second. I need to do something here. Okay, so I guess furries are individuals who are especially interested in anthropomorphic, I can't even say that, are cartoon animals. They strongly identify with animals and create. Okay, so like AJ. AJ's a furry, right? Okay, so I think there's a little bit of a difference between somebody who identifies as a furry when they are a grown ass man. Okay, I really don't. I don't think that this is, the little kids should not do that. Well, no, this little kid is different. This little kid is pretending to be a cat. It doesn't mean that they want to grow up and be a cat when they're an adult like this. So as the day progresses before lunch, they asked me to call them by their furry name. I saw no harm, so I agreed. The first time I said it after lunch, some kids asked why they never mentioned before, and they stated that they felt comfortable with me. That was a reminder that I needed as to why I have unicorns and rainbows as my decor and why I'm the way I am in my expression and dress. It's not about pushing an agenda. It's not about rubbing it in one's face. It's about showing that if I'm comfortable in my skin and my person, they can be too. I don't know if I'm okay with this though. I don't identify yourself as an animal. We don't think they are animals. But you know what though? Oh, hi, Sassy. How are you? From one Sassy to another. And I didn't mean to steal your name. Everybody just calls me Mrs. Sassy all the time. And so I had to go with Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch, which will be a complete name change tomorrow. But I hope there is room for both of us Sassies. So, hey, just in case you don't read profiles, I am non-monogamous. It does not mean I don't want commitment. It means I want to be committed to more than one person whom I love. I may be taken, but I'm not owned. Here we go. This is what little kids identify as all manner of weird stuff. I knew a chick who acted like a cat in public sometimes. I knew a kid who acted like a dinosaur. It isn't new. It's called playing pretend. It's called pretend. But when you have a kindergarten teacher, this is not, see, kids are so impressionable. You guys, this is what I'm talking about. I've been through this with my kid. They're so impressionable, and this is not the place for them to get it. This is confusing. Now, if this was Halloween and this person was dressing up for Halloween, that's one thing. The teachers being unprofessional while at work is what is new in this equation. That is correct. Yes. Yep. It is definitely what's new in the equation, and I'm not okay with it. This one person's comment here was talking about grooming is the deliberate act of bringing a child into a sexual, political, or racial ideology, practice, cult, or lifestyle without the knowledge or consent of his or her parents for the aim of isolating them from their family so the external party can abuse. Oh, did I just lose it? Oh, can abuse and manipulate them. There you go. There you go. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm sorry. This is what I'm talking about, though. This is what I'm talking about. The difference is furries like, why can't I say that word? That's a long word. Animals, and just bring out the original characters, OCs, and have their own characters and backstories. Yeah, you guys, it's just awful. It's awful. I just can't get away. You just can't get away from any of this stuff anymore. It's all over the place. But what we've learned today is that they're going to ruin Tangled. They might put Jada Pinkett Smith as Rapunzel. I am so glad that the United States lost the soccer tournament because Megan is a piece of garbage and Karma bitter in the ass, and I love it. And just so you guys know, women don't own womanhood or periods, and periods are for everyone. And my poor Celine Dion has stiff person syndrome, and they can't find a cure. So there you go. There you go. My daughter is an artist and has dozens and dozens of, well, there you go. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Means that they have human characteristics like walking on, oh, yeah, that's a little strange. Kids do that, but I think it's weird when adults do it. I don't know. Listen, maybe I'll be canceled for that. Who knows? Anyway, I guess I'm going to wrap it up for this episode 8 of let's see, what is my name again? Mrs. Sassy Sunday Stream. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by. There was quite a bit of you at one point in here, and I do appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by. Let me do some plugs. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and plug tonight's episode of Yo, It's Your Favorite Movie Show. We've got Vex Electronica on with Copa Catania talking about Nosferatu, the silent version. And tune in for that. It's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just go on YouTube and it'll give you a notification when it's ready to go. Mr. Cannoli has an episode of MMM tomorrow night. They are doing the first Lord of the Rings. Thank you so much, Cassie. I appreciate you. Dempsey, always. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on. Anthropomorphic. There you go. There you go. Jacob, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So yeah, tune in tomorrow night for Mr. Cannoli's MMM. They're doing the very first Lord of the Rings, but they're doing half of the episode. I don't hate you for being a furry. No worries. Just stay away from kids. So tomorrow night, first part of the first movie, which is Lord of the Rings, they're doing the extended version, but they're only doing half the movie, and then they will be doing the other half of the movie, not the following week, but the week after. Then Cannoli and I Friday, this coming Friday on his channel, have the Cannoli Connection with our guest Bagface, and all of that information is on his community page on YouTube. Thank you. Well, this is exactly why I do this show. I've gotten a lot of hate for it. I really went to town back in June over the Pride festivities that were geared towards families and were not family friendly at all. And so June was an interesting month, and that's kind of how I got started on doing these weekly streams. So you're welcome anytime. And I am a kid myself. Well, not really, but I don't touch them. Okay, listen, that's fine. So anyway, Friday, Bagface, Cannoli Connection. I'll be back here next Sunday, same time, same place, to talk about whatever else garbage drops this week. And let me go ahead and get set up to say goodbye. I'm going to say ciao for now. And remember, everybody, to stay sassy. Please like the stream. Leave me a comment. It really, really helps me grow my channel. I'm still brand new, and I appreciate all of your support. So I will see you guys around. Take care and stay sassy.